Let me ask you a real question. Why is it that the wealthy keep getting wealthier and paying little to no taxes, while the everyday families are struggling to build something that lasts? Here's the secret you probably were not taught. It's called buy, borrow, and die. It's one of the most powerful, most legal, tax-free wealth strategies used by the wealthy, which is the top 1% of the US population. And today I'm breaking it down for you in a way that's very relatable, very biblical, and practical for every family, every individual, every business owner out there. I see this all the time, especially in our community. We are told to save, work, and work harder, and we hope for retirement, but we're not taught how to build generational wealth or protect what we're building from taxes, from inflation, which is what we're experiencing right now, or even from crisis, when COVID happened, or God knows when the next crisis is going to happen. And yet, families who understand this one strategy, which is the buy, borrow, die, tax-free wealth strategy, are quietly passing on millions and millions of dollars tax-free to generations to come. Now, not because they're smarter, but because they are playing a different financial game, which you and I can learn, understand, and apply today. Now, when we talk about buy as a tax-free wealth strategy, this simply means purchasing, making a purchase, but significantly purchasing or buying appreciating assets. Things, in other words, that will grow in value over time. Things like real estate, businesses, or even a cash value life insurance policy. Now, the second strategy, which is to borrow. Instead of selling those assets, paying capital gain taxes over time, the wealthy in this instance, they borrow against them. They borrow against these assets, which they already bought. The IRS does not tax loans, so they just use this debt strategically at a low interest rate and they leave off the borrowed funds, simply tax-free. The last tax-free strategy that the top 1% is practicing is when they die. Here's the kicker. When they pass away, their heirs or beneficiaries simply inherit their assets. And they inherit these assets with a stepped-up cost basis. Now, what does this mean? Any taxes that would have been due are wiped clean. The debt gets paid off with insurance or other planning tools. For example, someone buys a $1 million property. It appreciates, it grows in value to about $3 million. Now, instead of selling that $1 million cost value, they borrow against it. They borrow $1 million and leave off that money tax-free. So when they pass away, the asset is inherited, debts are cleared, and no capital gains taxes is ever paid there. Now, let's bring this home. As it's written in the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 22, it says, "A good person leaves an inheritance for their children's children." Now, not just money, but strategy, wisdom, and structure. This is not just about money. It's about legacy. It's about stewardship and assets. It's about doing what's wise in our generation, in this generation today, so that the next generation is not starting from ground zero. Listen, I know it might sound out of reach, but I promise you, these tools are becoming more accessible than ever. You don't need millions or billions of dollars to start. You need the right mindset, the right education, and someone to walk with you through the steps. Now, I've worked with individuals, families, and small business owners who are now leveraging this same principles to set their kids up for success in life. So here's what I want you to do. Drop a comment below. I'm ready to build tax-free wealth. Secondly, like and share this video with someone who needs to know this. We need to spread this message across all families, all business owners. Everyone and anyone needs to learn about this tax-free wealth strategy that the wealthy top 1% are practicing today. And lastly, if you're serious about learning how to apply this strategy to your life, book a free financial clarity session with me using the link in the description section of this video. Let's start building your legacy the smart way, God's way, the ultimate way. We are not just working for money, we are building for generations and generations to come. Let's do this together, one generation at a time. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.